Coming to you live from the third world.
Getting high the purple.
Yeah. Ooh, bitch, I'm on top of my game. At least the lyrics. Are we live, bang?
Yeah, like. Bunny low, bunny low, bunny low, bunny. Bunny low, bunny low, bunny low, bunny low.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to start off this episode by saying triple digits, triple digits. Thank you.
Charge 100 on occasion.
Yeah, 100 on occasion. Helen Yakur book 100 rand for 100
occasion.
subscribers. Of who?
I'm here in that chat.
You hear in that chat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 18 Yard, episode 12. Double digits. Today, we'll be reviewing the Champions League. Some great clubs have fallen to the Champions League.
Great diploma.
Ba phela ba beile ba be OVO mo chest mo sponsoring.
Last season Kanda Nabaseda. Last season when they in Europe.
Oh, didn't they drop to Europe also last season?
Sure,
It's two seasons in a row.
That's you can't call them great anymore now.
What do you mean? Right, it's only 2 years, but this is Bus.
That's bad.
This is Bus we're talking about.
Actually, Buzz is a good team. They perform in the league right now. But
Abamona I think I'm a Champions
League. That means you have a Champions League child.
Yeah, I'm at change.
Pele.
But you can't say they that way. But it's only 2 years, but.
So when do you label it question mark? When is there you know when there's an emergency that when do you look at that and say, okay, now it's an emergency, now something's not right? Because if you're saying it's 2 seasons, sharp, I hear your chat, but how many seasons do we have to look at a team and say, okay, things are not sharp now?
This would be next season would be that season. I think right now they're doing well in the league, and PK is just retired, so he's salary wise, cash wise, they still get to keep like 40M.
He hasn't retired.
He's retiring like their last game this Sunday.
Yeah,
I think.
this Saturday or Sunday,
Yeah.
he's retired, he's leaving.
He's leaving, so
They've
they
lost
changed.
Arojo.
You know.
They've lost that guy.
Where did he go?
Injury.
Oh.
On Tlhalohane.
Yeah, no fine.
I watched the Champions League game, bro. How you gonna put Bellerin against Sadio Mane? Like really? Bellerin
He
against
should have went
Sadio
into the
Mane.
fashion level, right? And get in the fashion because
I'm not a flopo Toriri. The fashion sense.
he's got it. After
Bellerin-
Disky got the money.
Yeah.
Go to
Fashion Week
love,
Paris
boy.
2024. That's your level.
'Cause
But in terms of the football career, I think ever since that knee injury, like there was at some point like you could see, okay, Bellerin is peaking at Arsenal. Then he had a knee injury. And then he dipped in form. Then he had another knee injury. Then it was
Was it really a knee injury? Or
It's knee
was
injury.
it just a fashion calling?
it's knee injuries.
But I it was the Kotini calling. It was like, hey, Bafiti, team in your Kotini. Let me fake my injury. Kotini.
So we got Tininya, that's how.
Kotini, boy.
Nah,
He
I
faked
can't
his
say-
injury for Kotini.
Roger, let's
Where did he go after Arsenal?
went to straight to Barcelona.
Nah, he played.
Oh, you went Real Betis.
Yeah,
Real
yeah,
Betis and he played.
So you went to Spain for the Coutinho.
But
He's like,
nah,
I
he
went this year,
didn't- he didn't do any of that.
Area Spain,
He didn't
went to
do any of Coutinho
Coutinho.
at
But
Spain.
wasn't he also at Inter or AC? I think it was at
Then
Inter.
it
He
was-
spent some
no,
time in
his cam.
Italy, isn't it?
No.
He's foul. He's
No.
supposed to.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Sad.
He went straight to Real Betis.
Yeah.
He went straight to Real Betis. But yeah, Barcelona have fallen down. Who else has fallen? But let's look at who has qualified. In Group A, Napoli and
Qualified Champions League.
Yeah, in Group A, Napoli and Liverpool, with Ajax falling to the Europa League.
I don't blame him. It was a tough group for Ajax.
Liverpool
And Napoli. Napoli is on form this season.
Napoli are doing fire, but
Yeah.
Liverpool, I think, gave them their first out of the season.
But they were not going to go to Europa.
I mean, well, we say we have the same record as Napoli, just they have a better goal difference.
They have a better goal difference.
Yeah, this is Liverpool. Liverpool was not going to go down. Regardless of how they
Fair
start their
chance,
season.
fair chance.
They're definitely going to qualify.
Ajax falling down to the Europa League.
That's
I
fine.
mean, yeah, they were the third best team there.
Yeah, bro.
Sure,
like
it's
over.
fine.
Group B, Porto and Club Brugge.
Atletico came last.
They came last.
Last
Atletico
in the
have been kind of whacked this season.
Yeah, but Liverpool's also been whacked, but they showed okay.
Levels
no.
in China. Levels.
This guy,
levels.
bro, like,
But
there's
this
no comparison.
is
There's levels
Atletico
to
Madrid,
this.
bruh.
There's no
When last
comparison.
did Atletico Madrid not qualify for
They have. I remember there
round
was
of 16?
there was a season where they
Yeah,
actually they knocked out. I think it was the 2016 or 17.
Ooh, like 5 years, more than 5 years.
Yeah,
ago.
but you ask when and
5 years ago, in the last 5 years.
Okay.
Okay, in the last 5 years, they've been qualifying for round of 16.
Sure.
And this season in a group like this, Porto, Club Brugge, Leverkusen, Atletico.
Sure.
Who's your number one?
But they were found shaking.
They were found
That's
shaking,
the
brother. They
thing.
finished on
They were
5
found
points.
Boy, they lost.
But
like,
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
With them,
3
I'm
L's,
surprised.
2 draws. You only won once.
Oh,
they
come
only
on,
won
man.
one Champions League game all
Flopo,
season.
pasa what they did.
That's whack.
Yeah, City last season.
Let's move on. Don't bring your club into
leave those things. bro.
Leave those chairs, bro. Don't bring your team into this.
And then
like
you meet a team that matches this in
group. This is
Small
yeah,
bias.
more
the toughest group.
the toughest group, and Barcelona failed to make it.
I don't blame them. They've got a strong team, no lie.
But they finished 7 points. They finished 3 points behind second place thingy.
I don't blame them though.
Inter.
Bayern Munich it's Bayern Munich.
So they only wins against
Inter
Victoria Plazu. What's the team?
Victoria Pleasant.
Yeah. Those are the only Barca's 2 wins.
Sure,
Yeah.
against that team, both games.
Yeah, that was only Barca's wins. Babi Tile Bafana ba. Fair.
Flop your Barca's not clinical. And we go Champions League clinical.
And Edith me
For
fed
all,
0
what
points.
clinical.
But this is what I'm saying. This is the last season. Xavi's gonna get his full season. This probably is gonna be second full season. This is his first full season. So I think he could bring in transfers. Transfer market's gonna.
He doesn't need a chance. He doesn't need to buy anyone. That's the thing, bruh. Xavi does not need to buy anyone. Have you guys watched the game?
He needs a centre back.
Yeah,
right now he needs a
Nah,
centre back. They're
are fine.
conceding way too many goals.
Ejo, he's fine.
But you need Ejo in this group. You're supposed to beat Inter. We can forgive you.
That's
with
the problem
Bayern.
with Barca.
We can forgive you, but you need to beat Inter.
You need to beat Inter, yeah.
Yeah, true.
In
but
this group,
Barca's not
arguably,
clinical.
Ejo, but
But
also,
they need a centre back. They keep conceding
They
goals.
fine at the okay. They're not necessarily fine.
they're not
But
fine at
then
all.
who-
They've
Wait,
got a defense which can actually close.
No, where else are you gonna improve? You have up front. You have Lewandowski, you have Rafinha, Dembele,
But you're not
you have
scoring.
Fati. They scored.
Inter
They're
Milan beat
scoring,
them how
but
much?
they're just not winning in the Champions
In
League.
Inter Milan, we tell you both games. First game 1-0. A stupid goal. Barca had the game like this. Barca was like this, holding
remember
that
that
game.
goal,
Sure, yeah. but-
and Inter Milan just got a lucky goal. Okay, not lucky.
It was not a lucky, that was a good goal from Shalanoglu.
It was a good goal, but
Shalanoglu.
being clinical. Barca's not clinical at all.
Shalanoglu.
That's
Lewandowski in the league.
they were
Stats
not
are different.
clinical.
Stats are different. Right,
yeah,
Chedo,
in the league.
yeah.
What's the league?
No, in the
Look at
league.
Champions.
Yeah,
Champions League.
Champions
And
League
then
players.
No, but your team is playing Europa League because Champions League. This is where the big boys are.
Sure.
Yo, no, that's a fair check.
Be clinical.
And they're not clinical here.
But they also conceding.
Your 2 wins can
You can't say Lewandowski. Okay, 9 out of 10 times gonna score every single game.
Clearly not.
But then as
But right now, at
Clearly
this
in the
point,
Champions League not.
But then right now in the Champions League, as Barcelona, your 2 wins in the season cannot be against the weakest team that all of you were supposed to beat.
Inter Milan is clinical.
fair, but
All
also,
Arturo Martinez, but clinical.
but that's what I'm saying. My chat is right. Is that as Barca, they're supposed to at least beat Inter.
Yes.
Bayern we can forgive you, but they wish they
But yeah,
couldn't.
they're
but also
supposed to, definitely.
they're supposed to. And if you're not scoring, sometimes you need to keep
No,
a clean sheet.
Barcelona are scoring. Because
They are.
goals for is 12.
They
scored
are
12
scoring.
goals. But they considered 12 goals.
Exactly, close the back door. Lewandowski will not guarantee you
They
a
need
high
defenders.
chance.
It's-
The team is just balanced.
They need defenders. It's what Payne said. You need defenders. If you're scoring 12 goals but you're shipping in 12,
Yeah, we just say that.
Our TV power, Chamos.
yeah, like you're not doing anything. Like Brasa scoring, but like
Okay,
I didn't.
fair enough. What's the next group then?
Group D, Tottenham and Eintracht Frankfurt go through, with Sporting Lisbon dropping down
And Marseille.
and Marseille. Yeah, no, honestly, it was yeah.
This was
Frankfurt.
a random, yeah, it was one of those random groups too.
Marseille was supposed to go through here.
Marseille could have went through
But
the
this was
last
a
day.
whack ass group. Yo.
Yeah, if they had beaten Tottenham, I think they would have.
Nah,
won.
but Tottenham was definitely qualifying. This is a boring group.
But
They
they
were
almost
Barcelona
did.
in that.
But let's move on. So what?
They are the boring group.
It's a boring group. AC Milan. Well, okay, no. The group E, we have Chelsea. Chelsea go through. AC Milan go through. Salzburg fall down to Europa with Dynamo Zagreb. Yeah, this is also
Was
straightforward.
obvious.
Yeah,
it's
this was one of those when you saw the
straightforward.
group already, you knew the top two.
Also,
teams.
Group F is kind of straight. Yeah, like Real Madrid go through, Leipzig go through,
Sure.
Shakhtar Donetsk to Europa, Celtic out, straightforward.
Yeah, yeah.
It's Group G also straightforward. City go through, Dortmund go through, Sevilla go through, Copenhagen fall down to. Oh no, Sevilla fall down to Europa.
What is obvious? It's not obvious. So Villa ever these.
No,
The champs of Europa.
not in Europe like that. Maybe lower.
Champs of Europa.
But
Lower
maybe not
Europe.
in the Champions.
Let them
League.
do well in Europa. They've
yeah,
been
in
doing well
Europa,
in
but
Europa.
in Champions League, no. Then the interesting group H.
It's not interesting. It's a white
It's
group.
quite interesting.
It's an obvious group.
It's quite interesting
Nah,
because
Magadis.
it's quite interesting because Benfica finished first.
Yeah, but Magadis.
PSG finished second. Juventus fall down to the Europa League,
Yeah.
and Maccabi Haifa. You were supposed to get it out anyway.
Yeah,
But then-
but
Juventus making it ahead.
nah.
And I mean, Benfica making it ahead of PSG and Juventus. That's an interesting change.
Benfica itlile game
Okay,
this
sharp,
season.
same point.
Too.
Same
Yeah,
point.
Same point as PSG.
But
Alright.
like number one.
They were actually on the same kind of form. Same points. Goals against.
Oh, so Gilibito.
Gili-
No, it's a head-to-head also.
Yeah, Benfica went ahead on head-to-head. If anything,
Yeah.
I mean, Maccabi Haifa, they just donated points, to be honest. They just
they were there
donated
to help
points.
whoever was
Yeah, it was
willing
welcome
to.
to the Champions League. It wasn't. They were excited to be in.
And
the
do you know who
Champions
didn't take the points? Juventus. Juventus didn't take the points. Our
League.
Juventus.
Juventus after Big C. Like, even when Big C was there.
Yeah, they were falling off, man. I think the last time we actually saw Juventus actually really go all the way in the Champions League and have a good season was back in like the Pirlo days and Pogba.
Yeah, but didn't they get to the final with Ronaldo? Or semi-final?
No.
They had,
Nah.
they had a good run in the
They
Champions
had
League.
good
Nah.
runs, but they never made it to the final.
Yeah, they were not supposed to. I mean, it's like...
You borrowed
But
Ronaldo
It's
to
like,
budget.
it's like PSG making it to the final. Like, you can argue and say
They brought
they're
in
not
Messi to
supposed
do that. They brought Juventus brought in
But it's
Ronaldo
one of
to do
those
that.
teams where a team is in their league, domestic league, and they're dominating.
No, that's fine.
Can I ask you guys a question? And just try to be as honest as you can. Do you think it's fair that you qualify for the Champions League and then you fail to make it to the round of 16, but they drop you down to the Europa League?
What do you mean? Like, is
Because
it fair
there's-
to be dropped down to the
Because
Europa?
they're teams who play in the Europa League who actually have a chance, but because they finished second, now they're potentially gonna verse the team that dropped down from the Champions League.
You still have a chance. So Chaba
I
was
mean-
at least the Juventus.
I mean,
Or
they,
Chaba.
they played the same amount of games.
You play
in the-
6 games.
Yeah.
Everyone, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you all have 6 games to make it through to the round of 16. Why are you dropping down?
Because it's the next best thing.
No, but then you
I'm a
out,
big
you
team,
out.
so
You out, dog.
I must go to the losers.
You out, you out. You didn't even make top 2.
Boy, I agree with that. I agree
You know
with
what I'm
what you
saying?
say.
Why isn't it a situation of
Like,
you out,
just
you
cancel.
out?
I think it's more of like a money move more than anything.
Yeah, and Europa doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, in Europa, you need to draw attention. So if you have teams like PSG with a big following or Juventus who are dropping down to that league, people are going to
gonna
start.
watch.
Exactly.
Fair enough. I was just looking at it as like for the teams that actually have a chance at making it, like having a good season in the Europa League. Now you finishing second, isn't that you get the opportunity to play another team that was in the Europa League? Now it's like I'm probably gonna verse someone who's dropped down from the Champions
But
League.
I
And
think-
that's fine, Hardipin. You can
I think it's the same thing because it's like if you're second, you verse the next group's first.
number one.
Yeah.
Which is
So you're obviously going to verse a tougher opponent.
Yeah.
Kawana, they didn't lose
But then-
in the whole group. They
but
lost.
then
They
you
won
versing,
06.
you versing the third best team from UEFA Champions League.
That's
not
quite
the second.
big.
Not
I mean,
second.
It's quite big.
But you
And
also-
you all had
For
an
win.
equal amount of games to make it through to the round of 16 of your respective competitions.
No, fair chat, but it's also about if you want to be great players. You need to be competing against the great players. Imagine a team like in the Europa League playing against Atletico Madrid, where they have the likes of Griezmann, and with the best coaching, the best coaches, the best stadiums in Europe. That's a different atmosphere. It ups your game. It should up your game.
It's what
mentally as
teams
well.
actually need.
It's what
teams in
teams-
Here's the
Europa.
thing.
That's what they actually
Here's
need.
the
That's what they
thing.
need, sure.
With the Europa League is what I think certain people fail to see is that as much as it's a second division to the Europa League,
UEFA League.
the UEFA Champions League, it's still really competitive. The big teams that are in
Nelson, we're not
no,
going
no.
to win that game.
No,
But as the national, very small team.
No, it's not because of that. It's not because of that.
Trophy this season.
No, it's not because of
So yeah,
that.
Barcelona and Juventus.
It's not because of that. You have
Lacho.
first of all, you have an opportunity to finish in the top 4 to make it to Champions League. You make it to Champions
Yes.
League. You have an opportunity to win the Champions League, but you fail. You drop down. Why are you dropping down to the Europa League?
Because
No, but then we all, in our respective competitions, we all had 6 games to make it. You failed.
like
It's
Ben
a-
said, it's a money game.
No, it's a money game. That's what I'm saying. It's a money
And
game.
it's
But
competition
then
for
the competitive.
never go Europa. Can you actually compete?
Can you actually compete? It's both midweek games.
When
Agile, can you play Chelsea today and lose? City can play Chelsea today and lose, right?
No, but
It's possible, right?
it's possible.
It's possible. Can Chelsea play?
Another small team and lose. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is that even in the Europa League, just because you're a big team, it doesn't mean like we are guaranteed a win at Bate Borisov.
Okay, Shab, let me ask you this now.
It's not doesn't guarantee that.
Okay.
Even that, and we play on a Thursday. They both midweek fixtures.
Sure.
You have an amount. They both midweek fixtures.
True.
Regala midweek and then the weekend Regala Champions League.
Sure.
So you get what I'm saying. There's no advantage on another team or another. It's midweek fixtures.
There. Okay, I get what you're saying. Let me ask you this. Okay, if you win the Europa, next season, no matter what position you play, or you come out in the league in your
Yes.
respective league, Odlala
Regala Champions League.
exactly.
That's what
Why?
I'm saying. That's why I'm arguing.
Number 10, number
That's what I'm
No,
saying.
imagine-
you still want to play
If
Champions
Maccabi
League.
Haifa,
Let's not do that.
If Maccabi Haifa
No.
were playing Europa Champions League the entire season and they actually win it, they go Champions League. But Maccabi Haifa finished second. Then they versed Barcelona, who finished third.
Who knows why?
They got knocked out,
Who knows why?
and they both had an equal
Who
amount of
knows
games
why?
to play their
Shabo is
respective-
the Champions League. Champions
Now,
League.
so,
they lose.
I think
And I'm arguing for everyone. I'm arguing for Manchester United, who could potentially have to verse Barcelona, Juventus, and lose.
But then-
I'm arguing for everyone.
But then again,
So if
now,
they
firstly,
lose-
I think it's because no one has to play Europa.
no,
The league is boring. The only biggest attraction is when UEFA Champions League third best teams drop down to the league.
there was already attraction when Arsenal and Manchester United qualified for them because they couldn't qualify for Champions League.
True, but
It's
then
just
now
added, but there was the
it-
attraction was
it's
already
still,
there.
It's still added.
it's not enough.
It needs to be
It's not enough.
fairly competitive to UEFA Champions League.
Sure.
And
hear your
if,
chair.
and if they need to do that, I mean, I hear you by saying that teams, why do teams in the league, in the tournament, face a team that dropped out? It's like, what is it? It's like the Cullen Cup or the FA Cup where smaller division teams play.
And then all of
They
a sudden
play
throw the
promotion
ball.
games, and then up until you reach a round where you play the big teams. It's the
Yeah.
same thing, isn't it?
It's
We're
like
all
the same.
playing league football at some stage. We all have other tournament footballs, and then we're gonna get to a point where we all clash.
But that's why I'm saying on all these teams, it's on a level playing field because you play season. You're both given 4 positions to qualify. You're both given 4 games to qualify the Champions League. Why is anyone dropping down?
I mean, don't Europa League teams drop down to Conference League?
Even that,
So you
I
don't
don't-
want them to drop down.
I don't want anyone
When
to
a
drop down.
cancellation, there's no two.
Yeah, I'm saying everyone go.
Yeah.
I mean, in your respective competitions, round of 16,
same
go.
way. If we win a
I mean,
Europa and then
Yeah.
we win a
Wa qualify.
number 16 go leaguing, our Champions League.
I mean, right now.
Yeah, try a house.
Okay, what I'm saying is
Okay.
that okay. What I'm saying is now
Yeah,
you
let's wrap it
got
up.
you got Barca fans
Yeah.
watching Europa League.
Yeah.
That's a whole different.
That's a lot of people.
Exactly. You have now Seville fans as well. Which other team dropped down? You have Juventus fans watching Europa League now. Guys, the league needs to be like that. It's very competitive. I wouldn't mind watching an Arsenal and
But
Juventus
it's a tournament, so
I-
But
I
I
understand
fair
what
enough.
now is. It's a tournament. Or China.
Yeah, fair enough.
I
Fair
went in
enough.
no way.
To more tournament good news.
You lost your tournament in China.
Ichai. But to know tournament good news, flash your shirt, Pain. Flash it, bang, look at it.
Gonna
Okay.
zoom, my cameraman zoom.
Gonna zoom a bang.
Oh, anytime zoom.
Zoom on it.
Cause right here, kachi.
Wait, so
Kachi no na right here, home by. Right here. I'm a bag.
So you think you guys think you're taking it to?
So-
by the way, by the
So-
time you watch this episode, we would know who won the MTN8.
Yeah, that's my parents.
Baga Juju versing Amazulu. in a couple
3-0. Akajala.
Not
3-0.
3-0,
2-1. I'm saying 2-1.
3-0 to 3-1.
Salisto agora. I'm judge Salisto.
Ah, boy.
Saling.
Arjal, first trophy of the season. Let's go.
Yeah. 3 more to go. 2 more, 3 more to go. Kalin Black level on a right
Even if you don't take that, man, I don't care.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
bro,
take
like,
it.
really,
Okay,
he's
yeah.
gonna-
We're gonna verse
Are you gonna cry? Look, like, are you gonna wake up the next morning and be like, oh yeah, we lost Colin Black Label?
Yes, it's a trophy.
It's a trophy.
It's a trophy.
It's a trophy.
I can brag about it.
To who?
To Sundowns fans. Kaiser Chiefs fans.
though, I don't
Wait,
believe
that's
that.
all I need to mention. Sundowns and Kaiser Chiefs fans.
I don't believe
Fair
that.
enough,
biggest
because
two in
Kaiser-
South Africa.
The biggest two in South
Fan-
Africa. are
fan
actually-
base.
There's the
I
three
can-
biggest teams in South
I
Africa.
can literally
play-
cry and be like, hey yo, I beat you in the semi-final of MTN8. And then maybe go less Sundowns in the final, yeah, Colin Black. Rubber bet. We're bragging to Sundowns double penetration. Double penetration, boy. You gotta look at that. You gotta look at that. And it's bragging rights. It gives you bragging rights. No matter what tournament it is, it gives you bragging rights.
Not Colin Black Level Cup, no.
No man, like bang,
Come on,
yeah.
title.
I don't get trophy with Colin Black.
Like who, and then Downs fans will be like, we're winning the league.
So what?
After calling Rila. After calling Rila.
You need to come to the fight strong, prepared.
Come on.
Sundowns winning league.
A
because-
league that's basically bought by Sundowns, not bought,
but
but
nah.
Speaking of Sundowns,
You
that's
can
what I
compete,
say.
bro.
we all know who's gonna take the league. Sundowns.
Nah, but why are you speaking about something? You're not done speaking about my team, bro.
No,
You haven't even
yeah,
said-
okay, yeah.
We're not done,
I
bro.
don't. I'm really not going to Sundowns lang what these.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Sundowns Robeta finally Colin Black. Today we're winning a final definitely. Amazulu. I got an experience.
No, well, Robert, definitely.
I have an experience of final. I go final. How do you walk into the game? I disagree.
Duh, easy win today. Erasmus Bracy, maybe
Or 1-1.
Oh no, I'm just listening to you guys.
Haters go hey.
Haters going.
Baba grilling 3-1.
Come on, haters going.
Haters go 3-0.
3-0.
It's like Kabazama kawa. Camera guys, this is Sundowns. Man.
Yeah, it's awfully been quiet.
Sundowns.
It's awfully been quiet.
It's awfully being quiet.
If it was them in the final right now,
Ngaborasi you are easy.
go Razi, what's a nonsense, but it's all on the Pirates.
Nah, but I said that.
I was like, not like that. Not like you guys. Guys, having big heads sometimes. Come
Na
on.
braga restructuring.
There's no
No
need.
one on a little restructure. And
There's no need.
after the restructure,
Like the game is starting soon, but by the time you see this episode, hopefully you'll see the next one. Rebellion trophy at MTN8 again. But yeah,
And I wrote it.
let's go.
no, serious,
What about
bro.
the
By the
time
next
next
episode, le grand trophy. Re tla bea stikanyana sa perete bjana re bea bjana. Otherwise, re tla grand trophy ra e bea bjana ya Amazulu. Re lebile re bea mo la site now.
Why would you do that now?
Because in Kiru o buletse ka taba ya
Zulu
trophy.
fan now. all of a
I'm not
sudden.
saying.
Are you an Amazulu fan?
Apo ska level of today.
Maybe change teams
Today
What must happen with
is
it?
Pirates versus South Africa.
Yeah, haters gonna hate, man.
Right.
We go hate.
It's actually Paris versus Amazulu, but
We ain't gonna hate,
Sundowns
bro.
fans para against.
No, obviously it's not about against.
All of a sudden, all on the Paris versus South Africa.
But it is.
You think Chiefs fans want you to win?
Sure,
No,
so my boys.
No,
No, they don't want you.
I got my
You think
Chiefs
Super
fans,
Sport fans want you to win?
Yeah. Gauteng boys, let's grow.
But no one wants us to win.
Lenye
Only
only
Paris fan
Zulu.
wants us to win, Roger.
Perfect. I'm a
Only bro.
Everybody
No
man
one wants you
before.
guys to
Joe,
win.
Sundowns
taking
fans when I woke
away.
up to you on summer, you lost to Amazulu, dog.
yeah.
Chiefs
Sundowns fans are haters,
Like legit, like
but not
Amazulu.
Chiefs fans.
So that's what I'm saying. It's South Africa.
But not
against the
Chiefs
world.
fans. Chiefs fans are my niggas. I know.
Hey.
They gonna be happy.
And bale jile ka dad. Bale jile.
Mpama.
Bale ratile ka tladi.
Yeah, why do you have to? We're not speaking about the
Bale ratile ka tladi.
Let's talk about the final, bro.
Let's talk about you
Final,
lost
bro.
to
It's not
Arthur
that deep.
Zwane and Kaizer Chiefs in the Soweto
Let's
Derby.
talk about you
With
lost
arguably
to-
one of the greatest goals we've seen in the Soweto Derby. But there's also that Dan Clayton cracker, so yeah. I'm saying.
Now let's talk about the final.
Let's talk about you lost to Kaizer Chiefs.
Must we look at the past now?
Let's look.
Why are we looking at the past? Okay, let's talk about how Orlando Pirates got to the final there.
Let's talk about how everyone thinks Chiefs was supposed to win the game.
No, Chiefs won the game. Congratulations. The same way people.
But they even could have wrapped it out in the first half.
No, by win, but that was last week's stuff.
Sure.
This week you get
Let's
final.
look at the present.
Now let's get final.
Even when you are guys watching
Close the
the
show.
We're done with that chat. We're done with that. You're
Close
done.
the show.
We're done with that.
Episode 12. Triple digits. Triple digits.
We'll have to see it. We'll have to see it. We'll have to see it. Let's rock, baby.
Let's rock, baby. Let's rock.
Bunny low, bunny low, bunny low, bunny low.